It's 2:58 in the morning. Your baby is finally asleep in your arms. Their body is heavy, warm, completely relaxed. You don't move because you already know what might happen next. Slowly, carefully, you lower them into the crib. For a moment, it works. You step back, you hold your breath, and then their eyes open. Again. Most parents go through this every night, and after a while, it starts to feel like something is wrong. Why does my baby only sleep on me? Why do they wake up the second I put them down? Why does it feel impossible to transfer them? It doesn't feel random. It feels like your baby is rejecting the crib. But that's not what's happening. Your baby isn't rejecting the crib. They're reacting to a sudden change in their environment. Because falling asleep isn't just about being tired. It's about how the brain feels safe enough to stay asleep. When your baby falls asleep in your arms, their brain registers a complete sensory experience: warmth, heartbeat, movement, smell, breathing rhythm, your presence. All of these signals combine into one message: I am safe. And in that state, sleep happens easily. But here's what most parents don't realize. When you move your baby from your arms to the crib, you're not just changing location. You're removing almost every signal their brain was using to stay asleep. The warmth changes, the movement stops, the pressure shifts, the smell fades. The entire environment becomes different in seconds, and the brain notices immediately. This is why your baby can be deeply asleep and still wake up during the transfer. Not because they weren't tired, not because you did something wrong, but because their brain detected a change in safety signals. And when that happens, it wakes them up. This is not stubbornness. This is not bad sleep. This is nervous system protection. Your baby isn't trying to stay awake. They're trying to stay safe. And right now, your arms feel safer than the crib. This is completely normal in early development. For most of human history, babies didn't sleep in separate spaces. They slept close, on bodies, with constant contact. So their brain is wired to expect that, which means when that contact disappears suddenly, the system reacts. But here's where everything changes. The goal is not to force your baby to sleep in the crib. The goal is to make the crib feel less like a sudden change and more like a continuation of what they just experienced. Because when the transition feels smoother, the brain doesn't need to wake fully. Small details make a huge difference. The way you lower them, the timing of the transfer, the depth of sleep, the consistency of the environment, the temperature, the stillness, even the rhythm of your movement before placing them down. This is why sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It's not random, it's sensitivity. And once you start noticing these patterns, you stop blaming yourself. Because it was never about doing it perfectly. It was about understanding what your baby feels and what their brain expects. Over time, their nervous system matures, their sleep cycles stabilize, and the need for those strong external signals begins to decrease. But in the beginning, this dependency is not a problem. It's a phase of development. Your baby isn't creating bad habits. They're building regulation, and that takes time. So if your baby only sleeps in your arms right now, it doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It means your baby still needs help feeling safe enough to stay asleep. And when you see it this way, the night changes. Less frustration, less confusion, less feeling like you're failing, and more understanding of what's actually happening beneath the surface. Because your baby isn't fighting sleep. They're trying to hold on to the only environment their brain trusts. And once you understand that, everything starts to make sense. Follow Decode My Baby to understand what your baby is really trying to tell you.